Hey y'all, this is Preacher Man R&B, and this is another Top 5 Saturdays. This week we're going to be doing my top 5 favorite 90's Disney Channel cartoons. Let's get started. My number 5 is House of Mouse. I liked House of Mouse because it was Mickey Mouse owning the club, and they watched all the old Mickey Mouse cartoons. And all the Disney characters were there. Every Disney character ever made at that time was at the House of Mouse, and I liked that concept, and me and my little brother watched it all the time. My number 4 is Darkwing Duck. I like Darkwing Duck because he was a superhero, and he was not really that good of a superhero. He all the time was messing up stuff, and I laughed at Darkwing Duck all the time, and I loved watching it. And this is actually a cartoon I watched with my older cousin Tony a lot, and it meant a lot to me, and I just love Darkwing Duck and everything about him, and it was just a funny cartoon that I used to like to watch. My number 3 is Recess. I love Recess. I watched Recess every time it came on because it came on every weekday afternoon, and me and my little brother watched it all the time when we come home from school. And I like Recess so much. I had this old baseball cap. It was green instead of red, and I tore off the emblem that was on the front of it, and I wore it backwards, trying to be like TJ when I was little, except for it was a green hat instead of a red hat, and that's how much I like Recess. My number 2 is Quack Pack. I like Quack Pack because it had Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and they was teenagers, and they lived with Donald, and they would get on Donald's nerves and get into trouble, and they read comic books and all that stuff. I like Quack Pack because it's what I grew up with, and I just like them characters, and they was one of my favorite. Them three was one of my favorite Disney Channel characters. My honorable mentions is DuckTales, Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, and Tailspin. The reason these are honorable mentions, technically they was made in the 80's, but I watched reruns in the 90's, and up until I got older, I thought they was 90's cartoons, and I grew up watching them. I really like Tailspin. Ever since I was little, I was always watching Tailspin. It was my favorite cartoon, one of my favorite cartoons. My number 1 top favorite cartoon of the 90's that Disney Channel had was Goof Troop. I love Goofy and Max. I love how they got into it with Pete, and how they went out throughout their day and all the stuff they got into. And the reason Goof Troop was made is because of the Goofy movie, and I love the Goofy movie. I got my little brother still got both of the Goofy movies that I gave to him when I outgrew them, and that's how much I like Goof Troop. And Goof Troop was a good cartoon, and I liked it, and if it still came on, I'll probably still be watching it. So y'all tell me y'all's favorite 90's Disney Channel cartoons. As always, Preacher Man R&B signing out. God is good, Jesus is awesome. I'll see y'all next time.